Purchased the carbon air filter, pollen filter from BMW Park Lane, London. That's actually, hang on, right way up on the box. That's actually what it's explaining to actually install and put them in the right direction. But genuine BMW part. First time I opened it, and he's actually looking at it, an airflow direction on the pollen filters, and there's obviously two. I know one, I was told, one's actually got some plastic that has to go on the bottom with the airflow facing the back of the car, so it go that way in the car, and this one sits on top again with the airflow direction towards the back of the car. What we had a problem with trying to locate the air filter housing. So what we did to start with, we took off the undercover protection at the top, trying to find out where all the bolts were, and we ended up taking out the kick shield, which was there, and we were still looking for the air filter housing down in that module. Now what we did as well, we went the other side, which I'll show you that. Now this is the passenger side, and of course we were trying to find the actual air filter housing. So we've taken this bit off inside an i3 car. Now as you can see here, we thought it was here, but then we had the piping, so we thought, well, hang on a minute, it's got to be on the driver's side. So we're basically back on the driver's side. Now I was going to under these two nuts to take this off because I thought they were behind here, but can you believe where you've got this kick plate with those two screws undone in there? If you get the torch down a bit, keep going there, there's a little flat push thing on there. So basically push that in and that reveals the air filters inside. So that's where they are. So when you're looking at them, let's have the torch a sec, they are right. I'm going to put an arrow on this, they're right there. So basically all this you didn't need to take off. It's quite an easy job, and from what we know, BMW want about
40.
How much? 60 quid? 40 quid to do this, plus VAT. When you know where it is, it's a 15-minute job, easy to do. So that's what you've got on the BMW i3. And by the way, a lot of people have said to us on their i3 they haven't got these at all. For some reason it's unique on this particular car, i3. So what we're going to do is now replace them. So if you want to go in and replace, I'll film the units coming out. Let's have a torch. So what we're going to do is take the actually we haven't got this far actually.
No, I left that for you to take out.
How do you pull them out?
Well,
I've got
one to back first.
Yeah, I've got that. There's not a flap on them. I think you've just got to manhandle it and pull it out.
Seems that are quite a bit difficult to take out to start with.
I think you've actually got to literally bend it to grab it. Having never pulled one out before. God, they're soft, aren't they?
You got one?
No, I'll be for a few minutes on this.
Stage 2, to actually grab hold of it, can you hold the torch there like that, just there? What we've had to do, we've had to use a bit of technical knowledge, put the pliers in basically and grab the filter. This is the old one. Now what actually happens, whoever had put them in before, that was bent round the other way, so you couldn't grab it, it was pushed in like that.
That's correct.
So we've had to manhandle this and get it out. So that's the old one.
Correct.
Notice that's the top because it's got no knobbles on it. And the other one
The other one is right at the very bottom, and again the tab to pull it is not exposed. This is from the factory. They haven't put them in right. There you go. That's the second one coming out, which is at the base. Yeah. Now notice the lugs are on the bottom. That was on the very base. Wow, that's well manked.
Hang on, this has done 29,000 miles.
29,000 miles on this BMW i3. That can go in a skip. Right, so going back to that, at the very front of the what door? Oh, this the flap door we've taken off. It's actually there.
That's what's on the floor there.
There's the that's what you're looking for basically. Is that?
That's how it fits
flap.
in the direction.
Yeah, that's how it fits in, so it goes like that. But you'll need a pair of those to literally grab it and pull them out, because if they've been put in wrong, you can't get them out. So the location is up there.
You show the flaps on here. The actual flaps for you when you install them.
So what we're going to do is when they go in, that's obviously the base. That tab is going to be exposed,
convenience,
so you can grab it. But if you can't grab them when you get them out, use the monkey wrench. Right, cup of coffee time, then we'll put them back in, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, second unit we're going to put in.
Airflow to the back of the car. The knobble's not on the top unit because that's already gone in the car. Number one. This is unit number 2, BMW genuine.
Now we've just gone and bought an electric big Range Rover. It's got a donkey engine in it, so we're hoping in a couple of months' time the Range Rover is going to be a lot easier to do than this. So that's got cabin filters in as well.
Let's see that flap you mentioned earlier. We'll make sure that's accessible for changing next time. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Great. And yeah, and the air flows towards the back of the car. This is number 2.
So the second air filter's in. The first one goes at the bottom, the top one, the last one goes at the very top.
Yeah, and the flaps are in place, and the actual handle, that's the way it came off. You see that, and it's just going to go back on in that situation in the back. I've just got to, for the first time, hook it back on again. Might have a look how they go. They push on. Actually, I just need a torch. It's the first time we've done this. There we go. That's up. It should be quite straightforward, but the manual says you take the door off when you put them in, which obviously makes sense.
I bet your Land Rover have done this a lot easier than this BMW.
That's it. Flaps on.
I always say go V8. You don't have a problem.
Okay, locked in place.
5 litre V8. You can't beat it.
Do you want to just film that close? Do you want to give me that close? Film up. And if I just get a good shot of it all in situ. Right, there it is there, the very back, not the front greyish bit, just the very back, the flap, and it's actually locked in place. Hope you can see that.
So the location of the air filter will be right. You've got to take this plate out, take this off, and it's right in there at the back. That's where it is. This has got to come off. Pull this forwards. It's got snap pins on it and some lugs, 2 lugs either side. Put back in, do like that, straight in. So that's the air filter.
Should have seen that.